Happy New Year, everyone. So happy to have you here. Well, we got through 2025, and I would say 2026 might be a little bumpy already, but hey, we will endure, right? We will endure. So I hope you had a happy, enchanting holiday season and you're all ready to hit the bricks and get some stuff done, okay? So, what I am going to do today, just going to be laid back and relaxed. Already had a few difficulties as I usually do. And we're just going to talk about this crazy workshop idea I have. And let's see if it's something that you need. Because so many times and so many people create illustrious, beautiful, lengthy courses and workshops, and nobody needs them. So I am in the evaluating stage right now, and we're just going to go through this. Oh, I have an apology here. I have Christmas decorations up back there. I forgot to take these down. I am a January 1st, Christmas is done. Decorations are taken down, packed up by 6 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock in the evening. Everybody else is watching football. I'm getting Christmas out the door. It's done. So I'm a quite I'm a proponent of that. We're in the new year, and let's, if you want to plan for next Christmas, go right ahead. Even lights outside, I'm eyeing my neighbors. I'm like, you're gonna keep those up till January 30th, aren't you? So I just think it's over. It was fun, it was fine, it's over. So let's talk about this workshop I have in mind. Now, I've done so many things. I If Val is here, Val, yeah, I should have put my little be right back in here. But I did not, and now I am on screen and I'm going to have to do something that looks weird, but hey, bear with me. It's the only way I know how to do this. The horrors, right? Okay, that's not what I want. Well, you can see what I'm doing. I have to change this to an NDI share screen so that I can get my my slides. I can get the rest of my slides over there. Okay, so got that. Now that's 16:09. We're gonna move this up here. Hey, it's the beginning of the year. This may be a foreboding, I don't know, but come on, you're 16:09. Let's get this done. So here we go. That's not the screen I want you to see, but I just wanted to make sure that I had that ready. So these things happen. These things happen. It's live. I'm not ashamed. I'm not even embarrassed at this point. If you're trying to use Ecamm, maybe you learned something there. You should have a be right back screen. You should have a checklist. And these are things that I have. And I've been told a million times in Ecamm Live Academy. Adrienne Salisbury drummed it in our head, as well as Val. Oh, what's Val's name? Pinkston. Um, she's drummed it in our heads. So has Paul. These are all Ecamm people. They're the Ecamm OGs, let's call them. And I didn't take their advice. So I'm fumbling today, but hey, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm here. I woke up this morning. I didn't even want to do it because now I don't drink, but I do take medications. Last year I've been medicated. So the sleeping pill I took last night, it sometimes makes it groggy, sometimes it doesn't. This morning I was groggy and I was like, I think I took it too late. So needless, you're not a doctor. I don't have to I don't have to share that much with you. So let me move on. Okay? So here we are. Today's mission is I'm going to unveil this workshop concept that I have. I'm going to get your feedback, and then we are going to decide together, is this workshop, worth building? That's what we're going to do, okay? So I have been working with Monsieur Claude, is what I call Claude AI, and we have been doing a lot of email sequences. We've built a waitlist sequence that is rather, it's a little bit intense, but it could be more intense. And we're getting there. So I'm just putting this out there. I'm clearly not ready to do this, but the only way I can move forward is to do this, if that makes sense, right? So getting to the next slide. And yes, I did use gamma.app again. I ran short of time. Remember, it was a holiday weekend, a holiday week. So I ran a little short of time and, got my slides, got the slide decks formed out with Claude and then pushed it up to Gamma. And this is what I got. And it does give a good layout. The images are awful, god awful. This is the only image that it gave me that I could even use. I think you can see that says easy. But yeah, I got this new workshop idea. The name, tentative, can always change, is the That Was Easy List Growth Workshop. The point being, this is going to be easy. Okay. Now I'm sorry that these are text heavy slides. I apologized for that last week. Uh, I think maybe I could probably prompt Gamma to make it less wordy like this, but we're still learning about Gamma. So, what's my idea and what do I think I'm going to do? Okay, so it's going to be a 2-day hands-on sprint. If you don't know what a sprint is, that's programming jargon. It's just you're going to set a goal. You're going to just get through it as fast as you can to move on. And I had intensive, but Claude thought that was a little bit, too rough. So, and I was going to do it in 90 minutes. And then I kept looking and I kept thinking, and I'm going, boy, 90 minutes. Yowza. So I have decided on 2 days, probably a weekend. Let's see how that goes. Let me see. My ideal client avatar are women. Some of them are still working 9 to 5s. A vast majority of them are mothers. So we'll have to see how that goes. And like I say, I need your feedback. You can email me. I'm on Facebook. Grab me there. I'm in a few private Facebook groups. Maybe we're in there together. But I am going to be, just forewarning, I am going to be probably be sending you out a few more emails than you would be used to me. And I am going to ask you just flat out, I need your help. So we got to get interactive. So here we are. So what tools are we going to use? Canva and Flowdesk. That's it. That's it. I told you this is going to be so easy. So easy. So easy. Can't emphasize that enough. It's a delight. We're going to build your complete system with me. We're going to do the whole thing start to finish. By the end of the workshop, by the end of that second day, you're going to have your lead magnet, email sequence, delivery sequence. It's going to be ready, it's going to be launched, it's going to be live. You're going to start generating leads. So that's the plan. Now, I got price here. I'm early bird price $47. It's a 2-day workshop. 97 regular, so you're getting a little more than 50% off. Eventually, if I polish the workshop up real good, as I iterate and iterate, that price will more than likely go up. But we're going to start here. And here we are. I'm going to try and show you what you might be looking at. So we're going to start off over here in Canva. And as I say, Canva is always a junk shop, but if you keep everything in folders, it'll work for you. So these are the StoryBrand templates that I have created in Canva. And as you see, there's quite a bit to choose from. I'll show you one of these finished ones. You just saw it. I always name them. This is Zara. Uh, what you have here, I'll explain it. And I have explained these in another live. But these are all the StoryBrand prompt, the StoryBrand formula prompts. So all you're going to do is read the prompts and then change those to your personal copy. What is also going to be included is a StoryBrand workbook. And so I want you to have this workbook finished before you come to the workshop, because you want to have as much done on that as you can, because it's going to take, maybe I would say, if you're really fast, it would take an hour, but it is some things that you need to think about. Your ideal client, what do they pay, their pain points, what are you trying to solve? That's all in the workbook. And as well as here, your clients want, insert what they want. What do your clients want? We help them get it without, insert the pain point that they want to avoid. So help your clients achieve their goals. Let's say you're a busy mother and you can't get, you're going through the drive through way too much. So your headline might be, want to try and avoid the drive-through and give your kids healthy food, something like that. um, let's see, you want healthy meals on the table every night for your children and your husband. We help you get that without slaving away in the kitchen every night or meal prepping all day Sunday. Things like that. So it's in the workbook. That's what you're going to go through. And I just want to show you. Now, this one I was over at Pinterest one day. They said ruby red, dark ruby red is like trending over there. And I said, oh, I do love red. So that was red. Here's another one, Chloe, a little more conventional. As you can see, Canva has so many thousands and thousands upon thousands of templates over there. So people get hung up on, where should I put my website? Do I need a WordPress website? Do I, need to, um, get, well, who else is out there? There's WordPress, there's Wix, there's Squarespace. I could go on and on. And each one of those does come with their own level of difficulty. There are steps that you have to take before you can even get your website out there. So Canva is the easiest by far. Number one, you got thousands upon thousands of templates. No problem. I show you now. I don't need to show you anymore because you can see. So you're going to come over to Canva. Even if you have the free account, that's fine. You're going to find enough templates to use. If you do have the paid account, I would suggest to get the paid, make that investment. It is cheaper in the long run than if you got a hosting company and then you had to hire a designer to help you get it together. So this is $14.99, I think, is definitely rock bottom for your landing pages. Now, I'm going to call them landing pages in this scenario because when you're creating your email list growth system, the landing page is far more important than the website. Now, you can do a website. You can do a website over here, no problem. You got your navigations, you can do multiple pages, you can do the, traditional website, no problem over here. But for our scenario, for our workshop, we're going to concentrate on landing pages. Landing pages are one page, don't need to be multiple. They have one job, and that job is to get your visitor that's come landed on your landing page. That's why it's called a landing page. um, no pun intended. They're going to land on your landing page. That landing page, the only job is to get that first name and email. Now, some people in some industries, they don't even require the first name. I always like the first name because when you go over to your email service provider and start creating your emails that you're going to be sending them, you got that first name so you can personalize those emails. You're getting them every day. You know what that is. But if you just ask for email, then somewhere down the road, you've got to ask somehow to get the first name so you can use that um, personalization. If you'll notice, if you haven't given me your first name on my email list, it'll just say, "Hey, friend." And that's not, everybody knows that that's not personal. So always use first name and email. Okay. So we're going to come over here and we got the workshop idea. We're going to tell you what it is. I told you the price. I have shown you the Canva. Now, the first day we'll probably sit in Canva and get your landing page and your thank you page created. Now, all your email service providers, Flowdesk, Kit, Kajabi, Kajabi's not an email service provider, but it's Course Creator. Um, they all have a generic thank you. Your client, your ideal client is going to come in there and put their name and email, and then when they hit the button, either a little flash will come up, success, your form with your information was submitted successfully. That's so generic. It's so generic. And we do not want that. We want things to be personal, we want them to be customized, and you always want the landing page to kind of do a little bit of work. I'm sorry, the thank you page can do a little work. You can encourage them to do exactly what you want them to do. Go to your inbox. You might be in spam. Make sure to check your spam. If you are in a position that you have a soft upsell, you could put something on your thank you page. Say for the workshop. Okay, they've signed up for the workshop, they got the custom thank you page. And what would really be nice is if I put the StoryBrand workbook on there, wouldn't it? So you're getting you're getting them used to clicking and going to their email and looking for your email, and it just is more interactive. So the thank you page is really important. We're going to create a custom thank you page, and then we are going to, this is way too text heavy for me, but I'll just run through it, what we're going to build together. We're going to build a landing page and thank you page in Canva. We're going to jump over to Flowdesk. We're going to build an opt-in form. Now you may be asking me, why do we have to do it in Flowdesk? Here's the reason why. As I say so, it's easy. It's my tech stack. I'm going to give you a 14-day free trial. You can try it out, and no obligation, no credit card required. And when you get Flowdesk set up, which is just putting your, name and email, et cetera, et cetera. Like I say, no credit card required. Once you do that, I can share with you the email sequences that you need. I can also share with you the opt-in form, but I'm going to let you have freedom to choose what emails, what opt-in you want to use over in Flowdesk. And I'll just show you. If you're not familiar with Flowdesk, it's such a sweet little, I think it's delightful. Come on. It's so minimal, and it just has everything right there in front of you to say, oh, okay, there's the form. I need to create a form. Oh, my audience. I need to go over there and work with my audience. Your audience is your contacts. Now I need to do a workflow. Flowdesk calls automations workflows, but everything's right there. A lot of people get lost in a lot of other applications. So here we go. These are just gorgeous, all of them. You've got a lot of options. I'm not going to go through them. You got these full page options that are really, really nice. This can actually be your landing page. You don't need much more because you can get all your information on there that you need. So we will be over at Flowdesk doing the opt-in form, and then we're going to create our what are we going to do over there? Our email sequences. So once we get through that, so we've got the thank you page, landing page in Canva, the opt-in form, and the delivery email sequence, as well as nurture sequence, is going to be created over in Flowdesk. So once we get that done, like I say, you're going to walk away. It's going to be the complete email list growth system that you need. It's going to be turned on by the time you leave Sunday. You're going to have your choice of my templates with the StoryBrand framework already overlaid on them. Whichever ones you want, I don't mind. They're free. If you want a couple, no problem. I can send those to you. And everything will be working. It will be done and dusted, So now I got a question for you. What's stopping you from growing your list right now? And this is where I need your help. Is it creating the lead magnet? If it is, I'm not in this. I do want to clarify and set expectations. This is not a lead magnet creation course. There's a lot of those out there. Canva is going to help you there. I highly suggest using Canva to create your lead magnet. Again, millions and millions of templates over there. Beautiful. All you got to do is fill in the blanks. Let Canva create your lead magnet. So if you're stuck there, still, hit me up because I can help you out, but that's not part of the workshop. So just, hit me up, email me, whatever, and we can work out. You should not have to spend a lot of time on your lead magnet. I do have another little workbook. It is a workbook because you do fill things out. I've got another workbook called the Easy Button Workbook for List Growth. So that's something I'll be getting to you, okay? But is it, again, what's stopping you? If it's your lead magnet, just sit down, make a cheat sheet, 10 points that you think your ideal client or a customer, what their pain points are, how you're going to solve their pain points. You know, just do something that is not a 60-page ebook, because nobody wants to do that, all right? Not until they get to know you better. So if there's something stopping you, I want to know that. And what my plan is I'm going to create a Google form, I think. I'm thinking out loud here. This is flying the, building the plane as we, while we're flying it. I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, we're going to do, what are we doing here? We're confused about which tools to use, your answers. Okay, so I'm going to do this form. Either I'm going to do a Google form, or I do have another application that does quizzes and surveys. And I'm just going to ask you, it's going to be real short, where are you stuck? There's a question called the magic wand question. If you had a magic wand, what is the one thing that you want done off your plate? And that helps to find out exactly what people are struggling with. And this is basically the magic wand question. If you had one thing done for you this weekend, what would it be? Would it be? Maybe it will be your lead magnet. If I have a lot of people saying they're stuck with their lead magnet, then I should probably go ahead and build a workshop that helps them create the lead magnet, because the lead magnet is where you start with your list growth. So these are things that I'm going to want. And another question 3, just 3 simple questions. What would make this workshop a hell yes for you? Have we heard that since the early aughts, haven't we? Give me a hell yes. On the how many webinars have you been on? And when I hear that, that's the bros, that's the bro marketing, that's their sentiment. But when I hear it today, now it's 2026, it's like, oh my God, get out of the early aughts. Nobody says that anymore. But I love this little picture of that gal. What is the one thing? That's what I need to know. It doesn't make sense for me to create anything that you're not going to use or need. Now let me show you how we're going. What? Let me show you what we'll build together. You know what? I feel that Gamma is quite redundant. It repeats itself, because I've already told you you're going to use Canva and you're going to use Flowdesk. Now, this does give you a little bit of detail: the landing pages that convert, thank you pages that delight, graphics that look professional. Flowdesk got your beautiful opt in forms, your automated email sequences, and your delivery and nurture campaigns. Yada, yada. So, that's what we're doing. Again, stupid simple, budget friendly, live and running. That's what this workshop's goal is. It's you, me, Canva, and Flowdesk. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. Now, what I am going to do here, and this may change because, like I say, we are flying the plane. No, what is it? We're we're building the plane as we fly it. First time I ever heard that was Donald Miller in, he has a book called Marketing Made Easy. He has several books, and I've read a lot of them. But I had gotten this one, Marketing Made Easy, and he does this analogy of you're building your business like an airplane. I didn't finish the book, and I think the reason I've always finished his books and enjoyed them and learned a lot, but I think when he said we're building the plane while we fly it, and I know the book is dated, but I thought, have you read the news recently? That is not the analogy that we want. And I never want to fly the plane while I'm building it. But that's basically what we're doing. I got to find another analogy. I promise I will. We're going to do this together. And let me see. We got the single early access. So what happens with this? I am going to give you the early access because you guys are all on my list. And like I say, you're going to get that early bird $47 for 2 days. My dates are not set in stone, so I'm not going to tell you that. You are going to get the bonus easy button form. I got to change that name. Easy button formula workbook. I don't know that anybody understands that. I should call it easy button formula for list growth or something. I should change it, but Claude helped me create that. And like I say, I was a little bit pressed for time this week. So there we go. Now, what's next? What are we going to do next? We have, okay, I am not keeping you that long today, am I? So you're going to join the wait list. There's going to be several ways. If you are on my list, you're going to get an email asking you to join the wait list. You're going to get that easy button formula that if you don't have your lead magnet created yet, this workbook is going to help you. Okay? And you're gonna get the first access, early bird pricing. Everything's gonna be obviously be done through email. I may ask for some Zoom calls because I do feel like I really do need to evaluate this more. I know that I could go ahead and make it's only a workshop, but I do probably need to do a first 10, and that's an Amy Porterfield Digital Course Academy term. The first 10 is the is to evaluate. You're evaluating if anyone will purchase it, if anybody will buy it, or if they need that. And generally, what happens is you find out that people kind of need other things. Like I say, if I get a survey back that says, and I got, 10 or 20 people saying they need help with their lead magnet, well, it doesn't make sense for me to create a list growth workshop if you don't have a lead magnet. You got to have a lead magnet. You got to give them something free. I know that a lot of people are giving a lot of content away, but you got to get that email. So that's a little bit of it. That's the start of the relationship, but it is transactional. They're going to give up something valuable to you, which is their email, and you're going to give something valuable to them. And Amy Porterfield always says, and a lot of people always say this, if she's given this away for free, what must the paid offers look like? Because you want to, a lot of people are still, they're tight-fisted. They're they're almost stingy. I still hear people even to this day, when I'm talking about doing a lead magnet, giving something away free, I still hear their hesitancy and, well, if I give them that, then they won't want to pay for anything. You're not giving away everything, you're just giving away value. Okay? So in 2026, I think we're ad nauseum now. Everybody has to be authentic and everybody has to be messy. I'm like, oh, I fit right in there. I'm gonna love this. Um, but that's we keep hearing that the messy influencer I read the other day, and I'm like, seriously? Okay. I don't think anybody wants to be so messy. I do. Oh, here's a term. Okay, this is all that's enough information about the workshop, because this is just the beginning. I'm letting you know this is what I'm working on. I want to do this. I've been just fluffing around for a few years, and I'm just going to go through and get this done. I don't even care if good, bad, or indifferent. It'll be iterated. So we're not going to we've just talked about that. We'll get some Q&A here. Um but the thing is, this is, I keep hearing about this. You got to be authentic. What were we before? If we weren't authentic before and we weren't transparent before, what were we? Were we just lying to people? I don't think I was. I never lied. I don't never maybe a white lie here and there, but I never lied to people or misrepresented myself. I don't think. But with this, everybody has to be authentic. Everybody has to be a little messy. So I did see. How did I come upon this? Really weird. Um, I was over in YouTube and they had this little article, to help you. And so I started reading it and it said something about the cozy comfort influencer or something. And I said, well, what's cozy comfort? Because I love cozy mysteries. Cozy mysteries are like Agatha Christie. I'm hooked on Anthony Horowitz because all his books are turned into movies on PBS, and those are cozy mysteries. I love them. But I didn't know what a comfort cozy influencer was. And they gave some examples, and I'm thought because I thought, well, I want to be a comfort, you know, I don't want to be an influencer, but I want to be comforting and make everybody feel cozy. But put the I'm not going to be one of those that I'll just do it. It's going to be, oh, I feel so bad, why are they popular? I think number one, I think it's oversharing. And number two, get off your bed. Get off your bed. Position the camera somewhere, where you don't have to be laying on your bed. But that's what a cozy, comforting influencer is, I guess. So I may come back to that. I got so far down that damn rabbit hole, I didn't read the whole article. So there's that. Now, let's see over here. Okay, folks, I'm going to let you go early because it's the beginning of the year and I really want to get started on my workshop. So, like I say, look for more emails than normal. And I'm sorry. If you're on Facebook, um, you can messenger me. Um, let's become friends and let's get a, relationship going so I know what you want because I don't need to create this. I've I've done this. I'm trying to make you miss the aggravation of getting a tech set up. Um, I always tell people I have walked from one end of the internet to the other end, trying out applications, trying out software, and I know what everything does. So if I say that this is the easiest thing out there, it is because I know what else is out there. So it's Saturday. We're going into this new year. Let's just take a breath and understand that no matter what is happening around us, we can still we can endure and we can do good things and we can make other people feel good about themselves and we can comfort them if they need comforting, but let's just pull together. I guess I don't know, people don't want to talk about current events, but I feel like everybody says for a while silos, 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 we're in silos. I feel like we're going back to that because, and I'm doing it voluntarily, subconsciously, that like minded people like to be around like minded people. And that's who I want to be around. I'm open. I'm not, I got a big tent. I'm the big tent person. Everybody is welcome, but I like you to be of the same mind that I am or similar. Okay? That's just how I feel. I get along with people that I can be open with. Jenna Kutcher did a blog post about attract and attract and reject, and for your leads, for your customers, because you don't want people that don't want to work with you, right? You want to be comfortable, and you want to working with people to be a delight, right? Everything should be a delight nowadays. That's my favorite word. You're going to hear that in 2026. But hey, it's Big Tent. Come on in. Oh, Big Tent. That would be a big tent. I don't know what this is, big table. But come on in. Come on in. Don't be afraid of me. Let's get something done. Let's get it done, and let's make it easy. So, hey people, I'm done. It's another one. It's another one in the bag, right? I'm getting there. So thanks for attending. I'll see you next week.